Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on New Year's Day, Wednesday the 1st of January with a 3 PM kickoff as the Boro take on Preston North End in the Scarbet Championship at Deepdale. Well, what can I say Boro fans, we've finally got our first away win of the season after, I think it was 11 or 12 attempts at trying, but we finally got a win on the road at the Hawthorns this past Saturday, or Sunday rather. The 2-0 win against West Brom. We played well considering, our chances, considering, the position that West Brom were in the table. Got off to a good start, with a 17th minute header from Daniel Ayala, and all culminated with a wonder 30-yard strike from Ashley Fletcher towards the end of the game, which got us the 3 points. A well-deserved team performance all out for Jonathan Woodgate's men, and we're about 9 points clear now of the bottom 3, which is very heavy breathing space, and a swift improvement compared to a few months back where we were at our lowest point, and going into another tough game, our first fixture of 2020, with a trip to Lancashire, to take on Playoff Chasing Preston, which I will get to their squad in a sec. Squad goals, I think we should keep the same squad we have, to be honest. But cause I think Marcus Brown and Paddy McNair are due to return from suspension that day. I don't think it'll be any surprise if McNair comes back into the fold, and Brown probably slotting back on the bench. And I did say about British Sombalonga coming back on the last 2 previews. That never materialised well, didn't it? But hopefully he'll be slotted back into for the away game against Preston. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And also Ainsley Pears. I mean, the kid's coming on strong, well, isn't he? Takes after his dad, Stephen Pears. But the fact, David Randolph is due to come back, within the next few days, so to speak. So, I don't know if Randolph is to be sold in January. Would let us know in the comment section, Boro fans. Would Ainsley Pears stay in his position between the posts if Randolph goes? Just let us know in the comment section your opinions on that, Boro fans. But apart from that, the squad is pretty much okay for the moment. Obviously, you've still got likes of Shotton and Friend, and Dykesteel are still out until beginning of February and March time. So, but I think Shotton's just about a month off from full recovery. So we should see Ryan Shotton hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so. Going on to Preston North End now, considering chasing the playoffs at the minute, but bit of hitting a little rock bottom of form recently. Considering the position they are, they're currently 7th in the league at the minute. The current record is played 25, won 11, drawn 6 and lost 8. The last game out, surprisingly enough, was the 2-0 home defeat against Reading. Surprisingly, because after the 1-0 draw against Leeds on Boxing Day, I think you would have thought that Preston would help that result out and improve in these last few games, but they haven't. They haven't been having a rough patch recently under Alex Neil. But surprisingly, with the squad they got every single means to fight for the playoff places. You got, obviously we know about David Nugent. He's coming back to the club where he started to hit his stride in his career. Obviously, Daniel Johnson and Josh Harrop and Tom Berkhausen, they're going to be main threats themselves. And they've got good defensive positions, with the likes of Paul Huntington and Peter Clark, who's at the rock of the defence. And obviously, Declan Rudd, I think, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated goalkeepers in the Championship at the moment. He's doing well between the sticks. So, they've got a good side, Preston, considering, where they are at the minute. Last time out when we played them this season, we drew 1-1 with them at the Riverside. They went in front just before half time, through Josh Harrop, and then that lead only lasted about 2 minutes. So, and then British Sombalonga obviously equalised 2 minutes after that. They were a tough team to beat, Preston, especially at Deepdale throughout the years. Last season, considering it was difficult to break them down in both the cup and the league. Obviously, we drew 1-1 last time we were at Deepdale. Obviously, they went in front through Alan Brown, who was another player I should mention as well, who's definitely one of their best players at the moment. And then we equalised through Marcus Tavernier earlier on in the second half. So they're a tough team to crack, Preston. But let us know in the comment section of your thoughts and predictions going into the game, Boro fans, as we always like to see on here. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as always. Our other social media links to Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are also in there as well. So until then, Boro fans, I'm being Joe from Boro Fan TV. And all I can say really is, have a safe new year and all the best for 2020. Take care, Boro fans. Up the Boro.